Hi, Standing Strong. This is your first Zoom recorded session for the year. We're going to do some work on balance. So if you've been in class, just remember that balance can involve a number of things. It involves stepping, it involves reaching, and it involves narrowing your base of support. So they're the three kind of principles that we're going on. And we need to work up to doing about 2 hours of balance a week, believe it or not, in terms of what's recommended and at high intensity. High intensity means that we are trying to really challenge our balance without obviously overbalancing and falling. So always have something to grab onto sturdy if you have balance issues. So and away from clutter. Now this exercise here, I've just set up some markers so that you can see where I'm stepping. You don't have to do this at home because obviously it puts into a some obstacles and that sort of stuff. But you can put little markers on the floor, or you can imagine them in your head. Really, we're just doing kind of the points of the compass. Okay, so this is the stepping balance part of it. This is for any level, so you can just progress the speed if you're at a high level in terms of wall miner and golfer, or you can introduce something to hold on to, such as the chair if you're at the hill one level or fancier level. Okay, so what we're going to do first is just warm up our ankles. So again, if you need to hold on, you can. Otherwise, what we're going to do is just do some ankle warm-ups, kind of just walking on the spot. And we're trying to go fully up and fully down, trying to keep our pelvis nice and still, like so. So these are going to be short, quick classes of 5 to 10 minutes each. A bit of a warm-up, a key exercise or two, and a principle. Just to try to get you thinking about and learning about how to do it. So keep going with that, you'll feel in your calf muscles. Like so. Now hold on to here and nice circles in your feet. So feet are obviously very important for balance because they're the things that touch the ground. But in terms of exercises for your feet, actively exercising your feet, not just doing squats and lunges and that sort of stuff, can be really important to get those little muscles, little joints moving. We've got a lot of joints in our foot, and that can help it keep going. So you can hold on for this one, or if you want to use this as a balance exercise, you can too. Okay, so it's up to you. Just make sure you've got good enough control. Very good. And now we're going to come back and we're going to go the opposite way. So lift up. So lifting your toes and your foot up towards your shin. You can do that with or without the chair. And you can go to whatever speed you want. So you can go really fast if you want, but you can just go nice and slow. I want you to really kind of listen to your body. Excellent. Next thing I'm going to do is just warm up our hips. So it's going to be a hip shift to the side. Again, you can hold on if you need to. Now notice it's not tilting your hips, it's coming across like a pendulum. So as I lean to the left, my right heel's naturally coming up. And I'm just trying to lean to the edge of my balance without falling over. Because as you'll see in a minute, whenever we do step practice, we actually have to weight bear on one side. So we're stabling on one side so the other leg can step. That's right. Well done. So if you're doing this correctly, you should actually start feeling into your hips. If it's too easy, just go a little bit further. Right, really come up to the edge of your balance. Control that with your foot and your hip. Keeping those toes on the ground on the side that you're balancing on. Good. The next thing that we're going to do is just some high steps. High steps. And again, keep your tummy in, your foot up, and lift up your thighs. Like so. Can you see this is a balance exercise, but it's also preparing for stepping because we have to have fast, accurate steps. It's very easy for a lot of you just to take steps. It's another thing altogether to step in a very coordinated fashion and very quickly and accurately. And that's what we often need. Yep. Good. Okay, we're going to do a series of stepping exercises. You start in the middle of the circle, and we're just going to step forward and back to the north step. And trying to step to the same point each time. And notice that I'm trying to keep really balanced on this side. Okay, so accurate. If you can do it without looking down, that's progression. And if you can do it faster, that's progression. So just do it the same thing, keep touching the whole foot. This leg is sort of kind of soft, but stable. And so you really feel it through those thigh muscles and the backside muscles, and even the calf muscles. All right, other side. Very good. That's north-south, or north, sorry, and back to the middle. And then we're going to go south, so it's going to go back one. Now, when you go back, it's really common to sort of step out to the side, but I want you to go straight back in a line and keep your foot facing parallel. And that's a hard thing to do. So if you have a mirror, that's often a little bit easier to get that feedback, like so. Other side. And just compare the ease in which you do each side. Oop, I knocked that one over. That's accuracy too, trying to get the feel of where things are. Okay, good. Now we're going to go to east. So again, can you see how I'm shifted across to my left side? It's mirror image on, so it'll look like my right side, but I'm shifting over to my left side as I tap to the right. So I'm not stepping out to the right, I'm staying on my left and I'm just tapping out. And I'm trying to hit the same two spots every time. Again, if you need to put your hands out for balance, you can, or you can have your hands here or in here. It really doesn't matter. You're just trying to keep nice and soft and nice and fast. Good, and then the other side. Okay, so weight on that side. And can you see how this is all very much balanced? All very much balanced, as well as coordination. You can go as slow as you want. You can go really slow and you can hold on. You can do this at your kitchen bench. It doesn't really matter. It's still a step. Good. Okay, and now we're going to go around the clock. So we're going to go north, east, south, north, east, south, north, east, south. And just try and hit that same spot, especially south seems to be the hardest. Anytime we walk backwards, obviously we can't see where we're going. And so it's harder to get that accuracy. But if you can train that in your body, it'll do wonders for you. Okay, other side, so north, west, back, 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 north, west, back. And now we're going to go to both sides. So we're going to go north, east, south, and then south, west, north. Switch, north, east, south, switch, south. Whoa, see, I missed that. South, west, north. Switch, north, east, south, switch, south, west, north. And you're just going around with those 3 points. Now you'll see, as a bit of an advanced exercise, we've got more points. Okay? And shifting your weight from left to right is part of the balance skill. So doing that smoothly without losing balance, like I did a minute ago, is part of it. Okay, so you'll see the other points that I put. So they're the diagonals. All right, so you can reach the diagonals either way. So you can just do a diagonal one. And it just makes your mind think a bit harder. And always have your feet facing forward. So don't turn your foot out when you come here, keep it facing parallel. All right, so it's almost like a skater. Back, forward, forward, whoop, back, back, forward, forward, back. Okay, back. Good. Now we're going to go all the way around. So this is the hard one. Okay, so take your time. So it's north, northeast, east, south, southwest, west, northwest, north, and switch. Okay? And when you can do this really fast, both like without having to think about it, that's when you'll have the good stepping balance. And occasionally, like if you just saw then, I made a mistake. But don't worry too much about the mistakes, just try and keep going. And so you'll see that this is much more coordination, but you will probably get a bit of a cardio workout, some of you. But a lot of you, it won't be cardio, it'll just be coordination. So fast, light steps, like so. This is one you can keep coming back to again and again. A really great coordination exercise. Just simple. See how you don't need any space really? I just missed one then. You don't need much space. You can line up the tiles on the floor. Good. All right. So what we're going to do, just shake your legs out. Hold on. Hold on here. Get those circles in. So well done. That's just a quick 10-minute coordination class. You'll feel it puts a bit of energy into you, and you'll feel a bit more circulation in your feet. Really good. So try that exercise, your little star-based exercise. Well done.